Good topic.
We're live.
That's a good topic.
I don't know why I moved closer. I knew we were live the second I went live. But anyways, hey everybody, it's Jeff and Dave from the Canadian Brick Builders.
It's a Jeff and Dave show.
And I'm pretty sure Mr. Sancier will be joining us shortly. He's probably doing hockey with the kids type stuff again because he's the coach. We apparently had to be there for that. So, he's there. So yeah, chat topic tonight.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. He'll be here shortly. 2023 sets are starting to drop. So, and this was created at about 6 o'clock tonight because, I was working too much.
Jeff's on top of things.
No, I'm not. Usually I have it done in the morning, but anyway, I was like, I need a topic, and none of the others I had kind of interested in me for today. So I was like, all right, we'll go for this. So, sorry, I'm just going to move this out of my way. My other camera is kind of right.
Zoom in on Jeff's arm.
So Davey, how you doing? And I'm going to prefix this with take your time because I'm still trying to get through the stuff for the
Jeff's got some producing to do.
I'm a little behind. So Dave, how's it going? What have you been working on?
I'm gonna vamp so Jeff can do his producing like live on.
I don't need that much time, just a few moments. But anyways, how you been, Dave?
I'm okay.
Good.
It is a wonderful life.
Yes.
We were walking through the Wally Marts the other day, and this is what I found.
Oh yes, the bathtub guy. I have it sitting here.
Bathtub guy. I said I had to have one. I got two more up there somewhere. But
the bathtub guy, or of just
just the rubbering motorcycle things.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I keep on meaning to do something with them. Nothing happens because, of course.
Yeah.
I have when I'm not creating epically long, stupid YouTube videos.
I haven't caught up. I've been not watching YouTube for the past few days.
I'm gonna put a timer here that has like an alarm clock on it, just to stop me from going to over an hour YouTube video. Anyway,
that's nice.
I got 3 more bins to sort, and then I'm fully sorted.
Okay.
And then I have to go through the bins and clean them up because there's some whatever you want to call it. Some things are mostly sorted, but I just sorted another bin today. I found out there was bricks in there that shouldn't have been in there. How they got in there, I'll blame Josh, but I don't know how they got in there. Everybody, hi Jeff, nerds.
Wait, what did I do? Oh yes, chat. Yes, there's chat. Sorry. Okay, I'm caught up with my production issues. I think I got everything now.
That's
yes,
us.
We are nerds.
Oh, are you doing this or am I doing this?
Oh, you can do this.
No, you're the producer, dude. Right. I'm just the guy who's writing.
We also have Axel Plate in the chat. We got 2 people watching. So right now, Jeff and Axel Plate are watching. Good evening. Hi,
and I created yet another YouTube video on my phone that I'm going to upload during this call. So
there you go. Jeff is actually just leaving. He said hi and bye. So cool.
Hi, bye.
And saying hi, Jeff. And Axel's like, that is what I like about Dave's videos, short and to the point.
Yeah, I'd never.
I didn't know Dave Sincere was making videos. Because that's really Dave. No, I'm just joking. That's just me.
I do tend to go on.
No, I like it. I enjoy them. I haven't, like I said, I've been working a bit extra more than I normally have, and just things are picking up finally. So I haven't had the YouTube playing beside me. I have had my other computer, this computer actually, and I've just been watching some TV shows just as background noise.
Right.
For the record, Dave, have you ever seen Leverage?
Leverage? No, I meant to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's a show from 5-10 years ago.
A while back, yeah.
A while back. I know the first 2 seasons are definitely available on Amazon. It came back. Yvonne was in a Dutch stream this weekend. Well, where is she now? Jeez. That's cool that she was in a stream. Anyways, I watched the full seasons years ago.
Right.
And I was one of the characters in it is in I went on the weekend. I went to go see that movie, Black Adam. Thank you. Yep. And the guy who plays Hawkman is one of the characters for that movie or for that TV show. And I'm like, I remember that guy. I love that guy. So I was looking him up, and I noticed that they actually have they did a new version of the show, like a sequel.
Okay.
Called Leverage Redemption. And one season aired last year, and the next season's starting to air this year. Like I think in the next 10 days. So I've been watching that as well.
Wow.
Basically, the premise of the show is a bunch of con artists who are using their skills to help the less fortunate people that have like lawyers have screwed them out of something or whatever.
Right.
So they con the lawyers to get their money back or to get them out of those situations.
Well, that's interesting.
It's a good show. It's funny. It's got humor in it. It's a techie type show too, because the one guy is like the tech nerd. Speaking of,
I picked up Suits relatively recently. I never watched it during when it was.
I haven't watched that one either.
Oh my goodness, I adore it.
Yeah, it's one of those on my list of things to.
Because you were at Family Fun Fest the first time with Kevin, right?
Yes.
It was filmed there. It was filmed in that building.
Interesting. Oh yeah, because that is a film studio. That's right. I forgot about that.
And yet it takes place in the heart of New York City.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
If you want to film somewhere in America, film up here in Canada.
Pretty much. So you've been working on sorting stuff. You're drinking. What are you drinking out of your coffee cup? You're Dave.
Dave.
My
beautiful wife got me this.
Oh, my kid just woke up.
I think we're in Disney. I can't remember if we're in Disney, but I got the cup.
Yeah. My son.
Yeah, sorting and making epically long, stupid videos. Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. My son.
I did a 5-part series now of how to make a round building with landing pads.
Yes. Yes, I've watched up to 4.
There you go. I put a 5th one in there.
Okay.
So somebody asked about the landing plates, not the actual grill plates. So it's just,
okay. I'll catch up at one of these points. My kid was supposed to come over this afternoon. And I texted him like 10 minutes before 5 o'clock, before I was done working, and he didn't reply. So I waited another 15 minutes. I texted his mom. She didn't reply. So I felt like, you know what? I'm just going to drive over there. I drive over there. I actually called him too, and I went to his answering machine. I went to his answering machine, where he's still like a 10-year-old talking on the phone, which is absolutely hilarious.
Right.
And then I got over there and I went into the house, and his mom's like, yeah, he's sick. He's been sick all day. He's probably downstairs sleeping. And I'm like, oh no. So I felt bad because I was starting to worry about him, because normally he pops in for a visit. Hello, Facebook user. Welcome.
Hello, Facebook user.
Welcome to the chat. If you want, you can go to StreamYard/Facebook, StreamYard.com/Facebook, I believe it is. And hold on, I'll pull up the actual address. And you can allow StreamYard to have your access. Here, I'll just copy this in here. Control copy, exit.
Hello, David.
There, that's the instructions. It should appear in chat. Hopefully, I don't. Oh, it doesn't. Crap. On my iPad. Okay. Dave is here. Hello, folks. On my iPod. Yeah, so if you open up another tab, I'm just trying to figure out how to show this because it's not popping up. Oh, wait, I can just. There you go. Ask your viewer to visit StreamYard.com/Facebook. StreamYard will ask for access to their Facebook name and picture. If they accept, the future comments will show your name. So if you want to do it, you can do it that way. Anyway, what was I saying?
Something about.
So my kids feeling horrible. I was feeling bad because I'm like starting to freak out. Like, where is he? He's supposed to come to my house usually after school. But anyway, hopefully he gets better. He just texted me while we were talking, and he just woke up like 4 hours later. And he's just gonna stay at his mom's for a few days, so I don't say stay sick, or don't, so I don't get sick.
So you don't get.
I also had like an hour nap before the chat, so I'm awake now.
Well, look good for you.
So, in my world, I've had nothing going on at all. Nothing at all. No, I have a Lego order, bricks and pieces that came in that may contain some windscreens of interest. Still in an envelope because it's still not opened, because I'll drop a quick video for that one of these days. Probably tomorrow I'll make one. What else? I may have gotten a motorized train in. I don't think I got it in already last week, or did I? Yeah, I had it. I received it last Wednesday. And I had already built. I'm just gonna larger screen me. I already built this little cart.
I love that, by the way.
on Monday, which is like last weekend, which is using the Duplo train car. And after I got the motorized one, I built this guy, which I'm still debating on. And it's got the battery operated train, which is absolutely amazing because it obviously runs while you're lifting up as a kid safety feature, so you don't rip out people's hair, like accidentally going like this. The motor stops automatically. But it's got the light sensor in there. It's got a color sensor in there. So depending on it runs on the Duplo track. And just grabbing some of these.
Well, I will say that the Lego company then learned from their mistakes, because the original Intelli train, you pinched your fingers a lot when you picked it up.
Yeah, well, there you go. So they got a red thing for stop. They've got green for reverse direction, which is awesome. Yellow for playing music. White is white is turn on the light, because there is a light on the front. And the last one was blue, which is stop, fill up with water. It makes sound effects. And then continue going. So that's what I was interested in, because that's kind of like the stop, pick someone up or something like that if you're building like a streetcar or something. Hey, sis.
Hey, bud.
So I've been playing with that. I ordered this on Amazon last week because it was last Wednesday. I ordered this on Amazon because Sincere mentioned last week.
Yeah, the other day.
That this was on sale for on Amazon, and originally the order date or the delivery date for me was from Lego.com, which I already ordered it, was at the end of December, and I'm like, I have the track,
Can't wait that long.
I have the extra wagon, I just don't have the engine, the motor. So I ordered it right away on Amazon that day, and it was next day delivery, which was absolutely amazing. And I paid $84.99 for it, which was the price on Amazon. It was on sale, regular 104 onto 84. I'm like, okay, that's a deal. And then when I got back to stuff, when I got back to looking at my that order, I realized, wait, $84.99 is what I've paid at Shop at Home. Like, what's going on? And then I realized, oh, they marked up the price, set it to the retail price as a sale price, and put it on sale. But hey, at least I got it early.
And now you're gonna have two wagons.
Yeah, well, I bought it because I would get the extra wagon. So I have another wagon somewhere on my table here. Right beside it, I have another one. So I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Well, guess what happens today? Well, you already know, Dave, if you read the chat. I got an order confirmation or shipping confirmation that the Duplo train that I ordered from Shop at Home is being delivered. Well, it's in the mail, so
not the end of December then.
So not the end of December. Now it's going to be probably next week, because it's been a 5-day shipping window.
You have to get a bigger house for all this Lego coming to you.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I got another shipping. I did a bricks and pieces order a couple of days ago too for some animals. We'll get to that in a few minutes. In fact, that's our first news article. So I'd ordered some of those, but in order to get the gift with purchase or the freebie gift, you do have to order something from Shop at Home. So I ordered Dom's charger, the Speed Champion set. So one I don't have.
Right.
So I ordered that. So right now I'm on a working on this. So I built the train, I built the engine. So it's like, oh, now I want to build the actual track segments. So I have this, which is
beautiful.
Which is I'm currently enjoying it. And I actually last night, I'm just gonna hold up another one. Last night I built 6 more, but I'm short of a bunch of pieces. That's why, well, the track's not in there, but you can see on the side walls there's no grills.
You've used up all my pieces already?
I've used up what pieces? All the track pieces?
My pieces.
All your pieces? I haven't used a single one of your. All your pieces are in the castle, Dave.
Oh, right.
Yeah, all your pieces are buried in there.
Anyway. So for the viewing audience, therefore, I helped Jeff build that castle.
Yes. Dave gave me 3. Dave lent me 3.5 totes, like big,
a lot of totes.
Rubbermaid bins of brick. Janie Red Brick also lent me 1,000 black Duplo bricks, which are also in there, every single one of them. And now I technically have some more Duplo if I want to expand, but yeah, no. I do want us to expand, but I need to first.
As an FYI, I'm getting rid of 2 totes of Quattro in the next couple days.
Oh yeah, you're selling it?
Yeah, well, I don't want it, cool. So
fair enough. So yeah, built this. I actually have placed an order at Burkina. Brickina, Brickina, which is a Bricklink store, and we have talked about them before. I've never ordered from them before personally because I always thought their shipping was a little high, but I think they've adjusted their shipping prices for 13 euros, which works out to 17.50 Canadian. You can basically have anything you order shipped, like basically whatever you order is shipped, like so there isn't a limit. And what they do is they buy sets in bulk at the looks of it. I'm not sure really how they do it, if they just buy directly from Lego or not. Speaking of, I was gonna say speaking of bulk, but no, that's not right. Why is that? Dave, don't add him. I got him. Oh, one of you was trying to add yourself.
I didn't try. There was a pop up, and I said,
"Oh, okay,
I get it."
Oh yeah, talk about the new features probably on StreamYard. Anyway, Burkina. So Burkina gets a huge amount of sets. They part them out at I think 15% above the actual average price for a part. But then what happens is every 30 days they reduce that price by 15%, up to 75% off. So you can sometimes find parts that you need at 75% off the retail, which is really about 60% off, but it's an amazing deal. And I've got an order in with them right now that I've got basically just left open so I can add more parts to it. But it's enough parts to basically finish all of this. I don't have to order any parts from anywhere else to finish at least my like the six plus this module. And then I will build the rest. So that's my project for the rest of the week, probably just trying to figure out the rest of the logic. And I think that's it. I was showing this off a few minutes ago, Mr. Sincere, my bricks and pieces order, cool. Which I haven't opened yet, but I know there's cockpits of different shapes and colors.
I got mine too.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you order the land speeder one?
No.
Okay, I ordered a couple of those because I wanted to see what they were like, and I ordered two because I was just trying to figure out things about putting them, because they have a weird angle in the back, seeing about how if they would match up. It did not work, Facebook user, so I'm not sure why. Maybe it takes a second. Who knows? So yeah, we got
Ask the IT guy. Ask the IT guy.
Yeah, we should ask the IT guy. Oh, I got the right angle right too. Well, except for I'm not really pointing at him. I'm not the IT guy. I'm a programmer. I don't do IT. I usually blame IT. Oh, it's an IT issue.
Me too.
Easy way out.
Try again. I don't know why it didn't work. That sucks. Anyway, Mr. Sincere, how are you? What have you been working on?
Well, I just came back from hockey.
Mm-hmm.
We lost first loss of the season, so.
Well, that sucks. This is your kids' hockey, right?
Yeah, I did my kids' hockey team. Well, I'm assistant coach, so kind of my team also. But yeah, we lost. So, but you can't win them all. So there's no perfect season. So and might as well lose now instead of losing the last game. You don't want to lose the last game.
No, it's better to lose in the middle than to lose at the end. Agreed. Yep.
So, and I did build something.
Ginger ale, in case you're wondering what I'm drinking.
I get my bricks and my pick a brick order. These standard pieces that they came in on. Was it Monday? Yeah, they came in on Monday.
Yeah, mine came in finally today. I was a little annoyed that you guys got yours earlier, but okay, yep.
Not me.
And what I did with them, parts of it, I got myself some nice.
Ooh, wait.
Hey, those guys look familiar.
You didn't get Blacktron figures on Bricks and Pieces.
No, I didn't get. I got all black torsos. And with the help of Richard Roebuck stickers that I got, I made myself a few Blacktron guys.
Awesome.
And a few Blacktron guys.
Cool. Blacktron guys are amazing.
And
yes, they are.
Since I had Blacktron guys, I had to make a present for them. I had to make a sale for them, so I made a kind of a remake of the
Okay.
Space Police 1
Yeah.
cell, but with Space Police 3 colors.
Okay.
Nice.
And I did use the pieces that I ordered for you, Jeff. A specific, and again with the stickers.
The pieces that you ordered for. Oh, those chrome sticker
Yep.
sheets that you had.
Yeah, the chrome sticker sheet and the brackets.
Okay.
So instead of having the
the pieces
panel,
you ordered from me. Okay, I'm
yeah,
like,
the
wait.
pieces I ordered
okay.
from you because I specifically ordered them for this. So
okay, gotcha.
and that's the other part of my pick a brick order. The bars over here that were in my order. So I got to finish my cell for my Blacktron guys. So
hey Shane, welcome.
Hey, Shane.
Jeff also joined
the Blacktron guys who are bad guys, you put them in prison.
That's right. Bad guys who go in prison.
They're not bad. They're just misunderstood.
Well, I just like the idea.
If you look at all the instructions of Space Police 1, every jail has a Blacktron guy in it.
Okay, so that's propaganda. It's actually called Space. Oh no, I had the term in my brain and I forgot now.
I was going to mention that the first year that Blacktron was released, they weren't the bad guys until Space Police showed up. So
there you go.
The cops caused them to turn bad.
Because Space Police are just really good at covering things up and changing history. That's all it is. Oh, and for the record, because I didn't show this, I did do an Instagram post, and I'm going to try and do this without dropping it. But the idea is that this is a cargo container vehicle.
Special cargo containers. Those are just beautiful to see all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to recolor this vehicle. I found some more weighted bricks, so this vehicle is something I built last year, and it's got 2 weighted bricks in the back. So it's perfectly balanced, but if you tip it, if you go like this at all, it will just fall on its butt. Even without this, it's balanced. It'll stay fairly level. Anyway, but it's got 2 weighted bricks in it, so I found some more, so I think I'll build this. And I'm going with this yellow, gray, and white scheme.
Works for me.
For the whole base, I'm going to take. So this is from the Classic Space base I built last year. I had it up in Portland, although it wasn't very good. I didn't like it at that point. So I've got that base there. I've got this base over here, which I've been working on and off with this white, gray, and yellow. And I've actually got, I don't know if you can see, way over there is a base as well that I've built, or like a display. So I'm going to basically take all 3 of them and kind of combine them, like all the ideas from each of them, and combine it all together. That's my goal.
Nice.
So
cool.
So yeah. So you got your brick and pieces order. You got to build stuff.
Yeah, small stuff. But...
Awesome. Cool. Good.
And I got my part of the lug bulk that we ordered as a lug, so I got my share of the lug bulk this weekend. So
I know the lug Toro lug is just, they're starting the process for signing up for lug bulk. So I put my name in, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to participate because I've only done 1 show with them this year because I started in like June. So we'll see what happens.
They haven't done too many shows.
They
haven't done too many shows.
Oh, they've done a lot of shows. They had the show the weekend. Yeah, I could have. I was a little too late to get into the comic.
I think to qualify, a lug needs to do like 3 or 4 shows per year. So
they do that.
Yeah, they have enough shows. They have probably 10 shows. Sorry, Dave.
I was just saying hi to people who just joined the stream.
Oh yeah. I'll pop them up in a second. They have about 10 shows that they've done, I would say. But the thing is, like, the shows that have happened were all in the summer for a pretty tight block, and they had one just in October, and I'm 2 hours away from them, an hour and a half away from most of the shows. My train car just flew at me because I had it still on the track. So you can tell that the Lego Masters isn't on tonight because we have other people joining us in chat. Albert's Rich is there. Fazoom has popped in. Usually he's watching. He's the one that I'm talking about. Lego Masters isn't on today, so he's popping in to say hi. We're his entertainment. We're replacing Lego Masters. Right.
So Dave and I should start arguing about something, or
but I don't argue about anything.
No, don't argue about it.
I'm in Zen mode.
I did have another
Zen mode now.
I did have another
because
question.
you went on all those tangents and
Those
about
were good tangents,
gatekeeping
though.
in
Good
your
tangents,
last
though.
video. So
We're
well,
Presume's only hope.
the next one's over an hour, so I'm sorry about that. I'll apologize in advance.
Well, it gives me stuff to watch this weekend when I'm building. How was your
David
Halloween?
will take 35 minutes because he puts in a fast forward.
How was your Halloween?
Josh
My
didn't go out. I was so disappointed. I didn't get free candy.
You didn't get free candy? What? Didn't you just reach into the
Josh
bowl?
didn't go out.
Didn't you just reach into the bowl?
God, we give out juice boxes.
Why? I mean, okay.
Kool-Aid Jammers. Kool-Aid Jammers. It's great.
Smarties. Yes. Dave has a little stock beside his. I've got a little garbage bag beside my desk here, and it is full of candy wrappers because my Halloween, I had 10 kids show up.
10 kids. We made little bags with one candy bar
That's probably a
and
good
lollipops
idea.
and we gave away like more than 130 bags, and by 7:15 we were out of candies.
Weird.
So, yeah, my neighborhood is
Thanks, Jet,
my
sir.
street is actually getting a lot younger. There's a lot of young families moving in. So
okay, that's probably why.
When I moved in back in 2008, the whole street was like dark. We had to go further out in other streets of other part of our neighborhood to get candies actually.
Yeah.
And now it's the opposite. Our street is actually all lit up. People giving away candy, people moving from house to house, and the streets that we used to go to, they're dark as there's nobody there. Nobody's giving away candy. So
for me, part of it could have been because I didn't have an actual pumpkin outside. I had this Lego pumpkin in the window with a light shining on it. So it could have been that wasn't attracting people, but I was watching the street the whole night and I did not see a lot of kids coming by in general. But Fazoom did ask, is fun size candy different in metric? And I don't know if it's different in metric. It's probably just different in America.
We had the lowest turnout ever since we lived here. It was 70 kids.
Really? How many?
Yeah. Pardon, 70. 70.
70? Wow,
it was raining.
It was
raining and they still showed up. 70 kids still showed up. We always break over 100 every year easily.
Huh. I bought a lot of candy because last year I had a good turnout. So I went to the grocery store beforehand and I bought a couple of the 120 box of the different types of candy, and I ended up buying a couple of bags of like 50 bags of Reese peanut butter type candies, like the variety pack for those, because those are ones I like. So if they don't go, that's okay.
That's okay.
10 kids. So basically I was giving handfuls of candy to each because it was like,
there you go.
I still have 2 large bowls and I'm like, oh. So it's not good because it's got to go somewhere.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly.
It's hard to not go out after it. But anyways, fun size candy is different in metric. Yeah, we have small bars. I don't know what they give away in the States, but
we have the French version on the wrapper.
Je ne sais quoi version.
Aren't they French? Mine are in English and French. Do they not have English on them at all?
Anything you buy in Canada has English.
Yeah, well, there's the English and French, but I don't think that you have French in the United States.
Oh, in the U.S. No, but I don't think they have Coffee Crisp or Smart. Well, they don't have Smarties. Oh, Yvonne, you know what? That's a good idea. I should just give you some.
So you could both be.
You're not allowed.
Quite large come Christmas.
Our complex used to have a party. We went to like a haunted house for the kids. It was great.
That's the problem. I'm not going to see her probably till
huge
Christmas.
Bash for Halloween here. Not this year.
I'll put it in a bin and put it away till Christmas, I guess. But by then it might just be a bin of empty raptors.
Or a bunch of IOUs.
Or a bunch of IOUs, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I've got a bunch at home. So
Yvonne, I owe you one coffee crisp. Yvonne, I owe you one Smartie.
One single Smartie. I did. Julian did a from Pink Bucket Nation. He did a quick haul video the other day because I sent him we were in one of his chats a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about coffee. My sister was on the chat as well, talking about coffee and Canadian stuff because Julian's doing this whole Canadian word kick.
Yeah.
And I ended up sending them a couple of boxes of Tim Hortons coffee, like the K-Cup coffee, a box of Smarties, and they were super excited about the Smarties and the coffee too. And then I I basically went through my Bricklink store and grabbed all the pink brick that I had of the 3 shades that Julian builds in and threw them in there for filler. So it was fun to be able to send that off to him.
Cool.
So shall we get into the news?
The news.
This week in the news.
Yvonne doesn't want empty wrappers for a Christmas gift. Okay, it'll be an empty bag then. I'll throw the wrappers out. And he hasn't even tried coffee yet. Asked him earlier. Oh, Julian hasn't tried the coffee yet, I guess. Yeah, because Julian's streaming right now too.
Hi, Julian.
Well, he's not watching us. He's streaming.
Oh,
How
okay.
much he's streaming?
Yeah, he's got his own show that runs at the same time. They do building on theirs. All right, so let's hop into the news. I am sharing the screen. Check. Maybe now. No, Facebook user. I don't know why.
Facebook user.
Don't worry about it. We'll just say hi. And you know what the thing is though? Actually, if I look in the chat, I think if I look in the chat comments in Facebook, we'll figure out who your name is. So I'll check that in a minute. So first up, and I only put this on here because, well, hey, it's Lego Bricks and Pieces. On November 1st, Lego Bricks and Pieces got updated with more stock. These parts were already available, but they had more stock. So the baby pigs were available, the calves, the cows. The cows did come down in price slightly for the record. About $1 in £1 British pound and cheaper. So I don't know what it worked out to in each things, but it is a little bit cheaper. And that $17 visor that we were looking at, it got reset to like 20 or 30 cents. So that one was definitely
that's a little better.
Yeah. But yeah, the baby pigs and stuff. So I didn't notice this, but I got an alert through the Discord channel saying that some of the parts were available. So yesterday I placed an order for the cow. The baby calf was already sold out, but I got the baby sheep and the baby pig, these baby alligators, and the jackrabbit from that $50 creator set, Dave, Sincere, that you bought a couple of weeks ago, the space one or whatever, like the I forgot what the theme was called. But Axel feels weird taking candy from
I
strangers.
gotta say, it sounds like something that was traumatic when he was a kid.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Halloween. It's the only day in the year where you're going to talk to strangers and ask them for candy. Any other day, you don't do that. So it's just weird.
And don't go into the van that says free candy. Don't do that.
Yeah. Even if it says free Lego, don't do that.
Well,
all right.
Lego little.
I think most of them are still available, Jeff. If you want to place another Bricks and Pieces order. Like I said, I think the calf was the only one that
poking the bear. And
yeah, I know. Our Facebook group, our Facebook Canadian Brick Builders group is horrible for this because it's like, oh, hey, this came up, and then we're all buying it. I said that my train was coming in later this week, and I'm trying to think of his name now. I can't think of it. The head of the K-Lug. Patrick. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I got the order. I got mine too, and I'm like, uh-oh. He obviously bought it at the same time I did. All right, next up. No more ads. Lego has introduced a new item into the reward center, which is this scarf. It's just a soccer sports-based scarf, kind of neat looking. So if you're a sports fan, like sports and Lego, you can buy yourself a fun little scarf. Also available.
If I want to buy Lego, I want to buy bricks. I don't want to buy a scarf.
Well, so you can buy bricks though, and if you spend $255 Canadian, you can get a nice blanket. I was tempted on this one.
For $250?
Well, it's the giveaway with $250, right? So you spend
$250. That's a lot of money to spend.
Is it really? Because how many sets are around that? Like I was thinking the same thing. It's a lot of money, and then I went to my want list, which has almost $3,000 worth of stuff on it, and I'm like, oh, I could just buy that set, or I could buy the Sanctum Sanctorum, and you get that. But yeah, it is a lot of money to spend. But I don't know. Christmas is coming up, and this runs till the 11th, and then what? Dave, did you buy it already? What?
Dave is flexing.
Oh, Dave has a different one. This one looks funner.
Yeah.
This one's fleece. Is that fleece, Dave?
Pardon?
Is that one fleece?
I wouldn't say it's fleece.
It's
Sandy
like
and I were walking through whatever store,
Value
and
Village.
they had on deep discount a bed set, sheet set, Lego sheet set, and it was for a twin or whatever. And we brought it home. It was for like a baby twin. Like, look how big this thing is. This thing's like tiny.
Oh, thank you.
But I keep it in here just in case it gets cold. Got like for $5.
Dave, stop. There, that's the one we want.
Stop it.
Axel's asking if the hair pieces from the foosball table on Bricks and Pieces. Not as of yet. Probably early.
No, they're all the new pieces are the ones that came with sets that came out in like June or July.
Yeah, there's about a 5 or 6 month delay. I would guess maybe by March they'll be available. They might push those ones just because they want them to be out there, but and the blanket.
Well, or they might delay them because they want people to buy that horrible foosball table that's out of price, and that you can get a real foosball table for half the price of the Lego one. But
yeah, I've got it in the news somewhere here that it's out, but we'll get to that. Anyway, next up, so someone has taken, and I did this one caught my eye because I'm placing a Brick and Some Pieces order, Brickina order. They have the bases for these, like the 16 by 16 plates for these. They have them a little bit cheaper than Bricks and Pieces does. So I was thinking of buying some, but I'm working on a project using this guy. I don't have this set yet, but I do want to get it. So I'm working on a project using this guy and doing kind of what Dana Knudsen has done on Instagram, where he's building all the different characters, all the different colors in their own frame. I have something similar planned. So I started mapping this out on originally I did it in Studio, but now I'm actually doing it back in MLCAD just because it's quicker for me. But anyway, so yeah, this guy, someone has upgraded their art project by just hanging the little chain here with a little gantry, and the minifigs kind of painting it and stuff. I thought that was kind of cute. So if you have this set and you want to spruce it up a little bit, you can add your own little 3D effect to it. This is more so I could tell a story.
We like stories.
So on November 1st, Lego showed off this picture on Instagram. And I was looking at it going like, what is this?
Mad Max.
It's a vehicle. It has a weird pointy nose. It has some stuff on it. And it was a promo that was supposed to be revealed November 1st. And it didn't. October 29th, this was posted. And up until just before this chat, I had no idea what it was. A new holiday icon. And I was like, I couldn't figure out what it was. And then as I'm going through, no, it's not Mad Max. As I'm going through the news today, I came across this Katy Perry article where it's Rebuild the World campaign with Katy Perry. And this is that vehicle in the shadows.
Oh, wow.
It's an actual vehicle. I don't know how real it is, but there's a video here and I was going to just play it. Because I don't think we're going to get dinged on this. But anyways, kids are building it. And then a few moments later, they hear a horn honking. They go outside and there's Katy Perry on the top of this thing in a vehicle singing "You're a Firework" or her firework song. And then it basically drives through following a line. There's an X-Wing. Later on, they get stuck. Oh, hold on. Later on, they get stuck and they need someone to help them. So who do they call? The guy who's dead. Anyways, it just goes on. It's like a little parade, or they're giving sets away at Christmas time and stuff. Anyway, so I guess it's just advertisement for them, but it's kind of interesting that Katy Perry has joined in on this one because her husband, who is, I can't think of his name right now, the guy who played, crap. Hold on,
that guy who played,
that guy,
you know,
Pirates of the Caribbean. He was William Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom, thank you.
That guy.
Orlando Bloom is married to her, and he is a huge Lego fan. So I thought that was kind of interesting that I guess they got in contact with them or whatever. So he's during COVID, he was really big into showing off some of the stuff he was buying. Axel saying he just saw that ad, and we need new Lego ads. You would think it'd be easier holiday with gifts coming up. Would be there. Oh yeah. Anyway, onward. Next up,
anyway, I don't know why Lego is advertising for the holiday season. You don't need any advertisement. They gotta sell out all their sets again.
Well, we're going to track that.
The inventory is going to go down like to 25%.
Oh yeah, the inventory is going to go down.
Availability. So why the heck are they spending money on advertisement? Yeah, I know why, because they want to get the tax cut, because they probably aiming for like $1 trillion US in revenue or something like that. So
possibly. Anyways, so there's been questions about what the new modular is, and this is kind of relating into our news, our actual topic of discussion tonight as well. And this news kind of dropped today. It's not a friend set, for the record, but there's a rumor that the new Lego 10312 modular building is going to be a jazz club with pizzeria. So a pizzeria on the bottom, a jazz club on top with, I think it was a saxophone or a jazz cymbal built out of brick on the side wall type thing. And it's something that may be partially teased in the most recent entry. Most recent entry. What entry? The report states that it'll go under the name Jazz Club and Pizzeria for around £200, 230 US, with about 3,000 pieces, 2,900 pieces, January 1st release date. As it was started in a previous rumor, and with the recent pricing increases, the regular release schedule of Lego modular buildings, the rumor continues with more details. Anyway, so, and this actually was part of my next article, but since they have it here, I'll just continue on. There was also talk, if you look at this poster, because this was on the last building that came out, the boutique hotel. On the side here, you see Andy Sachs at the music hall, right? And I think there was a music studio in one of the other sets, but guy playing a saxophone, that's very jazzy. Plus, there's a chef up here with the new star symbol, which could be the Parisian restaurant type thing, but maybe it could be a pizza shop too. So, anyways, the Lego does love dropping rumors.
Like a bit of pizza pie. That's
it's got a little apple picture. That's cute.
They got a little what?
Apple right below the chef.
Oh yeah, a little apple here. Yeah, for the greengrocer. This set paid homage because this was the 15th anniversary set. 15? Yeah, I think it was. So I paid homage to all the old ones. And I mean the coffee shop, which was the first one, 10% discount. So anyway, like I said, that's this news. Well, that's
good news
too. So we'll pass that one on. November 1st, there was one new set that actually dropped on November 1st. I did pull up the shopping guide. The Iron Man Hulkbuster drops on the 4th for VIPs, and I think the 7th for non-VIP members. So that one hasn't come out yet. The foosball table did drop on the 1st with all those new figures in it. And there was a third set I remember we talked about, but I forget what it was. It's not in this article. That was coming out around the 1st. Oh, it was the London postcard. I think that one came out as well. So now we're getting kind of into the new releases. Oh, there's a blue apple. So next modular could be an Apple store in the ocean, or maybe a boxing training.
Yeah, because there's an ad for boxing.
Yeah. Well, but there is one of these modulars has a boxing a boxing rink. What's the name? Boxing ring.
Yeah, boxing ring.
But a ring is not square. It has a boxing ring in one of the modulars from the past. So anyways, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to get announced any week now because we're getting close enough to like all the new sets are going to be dropped for 23 soon. And on Thursday last week, the next generation of Friends was announced, which is our first new set information. So they have basically gotten rid of the old Friends. They kicked them to the curb.
It's Friends 2.0.
Friends 2.0, yes.
What, Emma's gone?
What was that?
Emma's gone?
Emma's gone. I'm sorry, Dave. She kind of aged out of Friends. She's now a crazy cat woman that lives down the road in Heart Lake City. No.
Yeah, because she didn't marry because she had too many friends and they kept telling her what to do. And
yeah, I mean, obviously they wanted to revamp it as well, just to get some new ideas. They've basically increased the group of friends till 8 from 5.
There are more males friends.
More guys. Well, there's guys in the friends group, and it's a more diverse group as well. They also have this girl here who is arm. I can't think of the right name. She doesn't have an entire arm.
Prosthetic.
No, I think it's called arm indifferent or something like that. It's the next article actually talks about it. Her name's Autumn. But so they're coming up with a more diverse group of characters. So they've given them all a little bit of backstory, and they're coming out with 5 sets, new look for the sets. So
they're kind of less pink too. Also,
yes, they've also changed the color palette as well. That's a good point. They're getting more into a better palette, I would say.
Probably more neutral in gender.
Neutral in colors, yeah. So I mean, this set here. This set here is a 4+ set. You can just tell by the structure. The building is basically a one piece almost. So there's a 4+ set for what was that, $39 US. A dog rescue center for $59. Where there's
the skylight there.
The skylights. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And those are
the solar panels on top.
Yeah, and these are yellow window frames in case someone builds classic space and wants yellow windows instead of blue.
The spa Dave.
Plus, they also have the dog who is missing a leg or two, so he's got a little harness on, which is kind of cute.
Well, it's
Heart Lake Downtown Diner. So just a little 50, diner set.
50 styles diner.
50 style diner, yeah, which is kind of cool. It's got a drive-through too, I just noticed. Or a skateboard through. Oh yeah, it's a skateboard through apparently because they don't drive. Autumn's House for $69. This actually looks pretty nice. Like the colors are nice and I don't know, looks decent. Heart Lake International School for $100 US. Again, muted colors. I won't say muted colors. It's probably not the right term, but more pastel colors.
Gender neutral
colors. There you go.
Yeah.
And I think there was something in here. Apparently, there's a no tax event at the Brick right now, or Leon's, or whatever that was. There was something later on another site that I did show the color palette, and obviously it's not this one. But speaking of Autumn, who was that one character? I don't work for TELUS. Why is that ad up there? Wait, I do work for TELUS. Okay, forget it. Now that ad disappeared. Okay. Autumn isn't Lego Friends' first depiction of limb difference. That's what they call it. I did see this. I didn't get a chance to read it, I'll be honest with you. And I'm just trying to see here if there was. I don't remember another character that was missing a limb, unless they're talking about the guy with the prosthetic
when
leg.
I was young, I had lots of character missing limbs, but it was mostly
yes, it was true.
It was mostly due to minifigs having broken hands.
Yeah. So I would
broken legs.
I know they have that figure in the grocery store that's missing that has a prosthetic leg. So I'm not sure if that's the one they're referring to. I'm just trying to read it quickly here. But I don't see anything in here. They're interviewing with a girl who has limb difference. 2021. People might have missed it, but a girl with a limb difference was depicted in lifestyle photo Heart Lake City School, which was released back in 2021. Well, hold on. Now I want to click on that and just see what this is, because I don't remember this. Do you guys?
Well,
I don't pay too much attention to Friends.
They all have limbs. They all have legs. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, her hand is kind of buried behind his leg, but the blonde girl had. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking
Did
about. Anyway,
that picture show the legs moving now? Like that's.
oh no,
different.
that's just that they get into the artist rendition type stuff,
Oh, okay.
and they're posed, right? Like their arms don't bend that way. Anyways, it's really. But a girl with a limb difference was depicted in lifestyle photos. Oh, in the lifestyle photos of Heart Lake City, which was released back in 2021. So the lifestyle photos. So maybe that's these, like those photos we were looking at originally, which are now disappeared.
Or way down, I think, Jeff, you might see the.
Let's see this one there. Yeah, I mean, her arm's behind the guy's back. It doesn't show. Anyway, I don't know. If anybody knows what they're talking about, you know.
No, maybe the last photos, Jeff, when you see people actually playing with the sets.
Oh, so the actual person playing with the set. Oh,
There
yeah,
you
it's
go.
the girl. Okay. Thank you. I did not catch that.
Oh, there you go. I didn't even notice that.
So the girl playing with the set is showing limb difference. So cool. So look at that. Lego was forward thinking. Took them 2 more years to actually remove the limb and make a special piece. But yeah.
But now they're gonna charge us for half a limb when you can just break the arm or the hand of the minifig, and
yeah,
there you go.
Said, Friends is like David's sincere street out with the old, bring in the new, and then he said Friends greater than city, or Friends meaning city. So anyway, okay.
I would actually agree with that. I always like the friend sets over the last couple years of city.
They are some of the better buildings in town.
Yeah, the better building are on the Friends line. They're not in the city line.
Yeah.
And most city fans and people I've spoken to that do city layouts, they all say that the Friends sets are actually have better buildings in them than the city sets.
You're done talking, so I won't eat this. So November 1st also showed a drop of the next wave of Avatar sets. We had talked about this quickly in the last chat.
And Janie was quite surprised by that.
Yeah, Janie was quite surprised because they put another 5 sets into the loop. So there's now eight Avatar sets plus a Brickhead.
And they're not even released yet.
I don't think I own one yet.
Well, there's three sets that are already out, I think. 3 Avatar sets. And that's 5 more, so there's 8 in the loop. And the movie's not even out yet.
I bit off more than I can chew. The movie comes out, I think, in December.
Yep.
So it does make sense to release to have the sets announced at least beforehand, but I don't think they're actually available to the 1st of January. There are a couple that are available for pre-order already, though. So the first one is this big shark thingy, the Payakun, and I'm not going to read these names because they don't make sense to us. I don't know how to pronounce them properly, but a shark with a sub. And people were noticing
with the sub.
The shark with subset. People were also noticing that some of the Avatar figures have short legs versus the longer legs that are in the original set. Hello, Wonder Boy. Welcome. So the shorter, my theory is the shorter legs are the kids, the longer legs are the adults, like the main characters. Well, the main characters from the first movie. So that's my theory at least. Yeah, they're listed for January 2023.
That's not a bad theory.
Yeah, I think it works. So Ilu Discovery, $124 set. Oh, so that was just the picture for the first one. So the small set is a $24 set. Comes with the 2 characters and a smaller sea creature and a bunch of fish and some coral. A back shot of it. A better shot of it here. Skimwing Adventure, $34 US.
I think it's kind of sad that Lego has to, add all these corals and decorations to have a set that like on the price point that they want. They should have put more bricks into the main model and forget about all that decoration. That's pretty useless.
I'm also noticing that there's a lot of new molds again in this one too, because they have all the heads of the big shark whale thing.
Yeah.
And this head is a new mold. So they're putting their money into these molds and stuff, which makes sense because it is a new theme and they don't have these type of parts. But yeah,
then again, they're making all these molds for the movie that we haven't seen yet, and we don't know. Like Janie mentioned in our private chat, we don't know if the film is gonna do well.
Yeah, I mean and my argument was it's a James Cameron movie. The last one made over $2 billion over the 10 years that it's been available. So
yes, but
it will probably do okay.
At the time, it was groundbreaking because it was like the very first movie that you can see in 3D, that you could see in 3D, that was filmed specifically for the 3D experience.
Yeah.
But now, 3D experience is mainly every movie is being filmed in 3D right now.
Yeah.
Every movie is being taught and filmed for 3D, for the 3D experience. So it's not as new as when the first Avatar came out.
Are they?
However, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say because he's releasing the first one again, right?
In the theaters. It's in theaters right now.
Is it the original or is it the extended cut?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
I keep on asking and nobody seems to know because the extended cut was far better than the original.
Have you asked the Google?
I was waiting for somebody to tell me.
Okay, fair enough.
Google might tell you.
But I'll be serious. I'll put money down to watch the sequel because I love, and even though it is Pocahontas, straight up, it is a straight up Pocahontas. Doesn't matter. The movie was perfect.
Yeah. So
it was. I was entertained from the opening credits to the end credits. Like there's not one spot in the entire movie, and I saw it twice, the original and the extended. I was not bored at all.
Yeah, you could
visually stunning.
I was gonna say this is Disney. You could also probably watch it on Disney Plus too if you don't want to go to the theater. But anyway, so just as a side note to that, and I forgot what I was gonna say now. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Something terribly important.
No, something about what we were just talking about, but it released my mind. Oh, we were talking about this probably wasn't it, but we were talking about how these pieces in the bottom here, the extra pieces, at least with the other one, like with the other first three sets, they had forest type elements as well that they kind of all meshed together a little bit. I don't think they connected physically, but I mean, I guess they're just trying to keep the same thing going here as well. And most likely they probably most likely just got a few pictures of like this animal, this creature or whatever when they were doing the set design. So they don't know the rest of the story, right? They don't know what to add in and stuff. So they do it as close as they can and go from there. Next up is the Mako submarine, which is not got any new canopies. Sorry guys, it's the same canopy in dark trans black that we have. So this is a $59 US set. A little bit more coral, obviously, and a big submarine, and this new bow and arrow, which actually fires arrows.
Oh,
kind of interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
So it's like
pew,
a
pew, pew,
fire
pew,
arrow
pew,
thing. I'm pretty
pew.
sure they'll have a picture of it in here somewhere. Yeah, there's maybe a better shot of it. And again, a couple of characters.
Sorry, Jeff. Do I see like openings in the submarine?
Yes, there's like right here. There's yes.
I mean, come on! It's a submarine.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a closed environment. They're not supposed to be like big holes that where water can come in.
Oh, I was gonna say I was looking for a sign that said model doesn't float, and then I'm like, oh no, wait, it's a sub. Model will sink. That's what it should say. Model does not support life.
I mean, come on. Get rid of all that coral and close up the submarine instead.
Yeah, agreed on that one. Totally agree. Sorry, Jeff. I bought my animals. Thanks. Oh, jeez. Anyway,
you just cost money to Jeff now.
next up is the Reef Home. Again, I'm not going to pronounce that first name. $79, 500 pieces. So this is where they are obviously living, but they have a coral underground to it. Or
Again,
coral.
Too much coral. That's all useless parts now.
And it's like, I mean, obviously you're not going to have this set in water.
No.
So this is going to be above the ground the whole time anyhow. I guess you can play in the underwater pretend. But yeah, I mean, I think probably when we see the movies, it'll maybe make a little more sense. There are some interesting colored pieces in here.
Waste of parts. I mean,
yeah.
Either put more parts in the main object or of the main thing of the set, or just cut the prices and get rid of the extra pieces, because that's just useless parts.
Yeah, but it looks awesome.
But yeah, I mean, there's like I said, a lot of these parts are coming in new colors for some of the leaves and the coral and stuff. So I'm pretty sure there's people that are going to love those parts. They might not appeal to us directly. And then the largest set, the $100 US set, which we saw a few minutes ago earlier, which is the big whale thing.
In a submarine with holes.
And the little sub. The sub actually looks pretty cool. There's a crab as well. So the legs fold
with holes.
Actually, this one doesn't look like it has holes, other than those little cracks there, which you can't help. This one might be airtight. Yeah, new carrot color too. Yes, I agree. Make a reef for your sharks, etc. New carrot color, I think too. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of new parts and new colors. Okay, anyways, obviously this one is not as entertaining for some people in this chat. So next up, because the soccer set dropped, the new parts were available. And this is basically all the minifig parts and a few soccer field parts and some oddball bits. But all the heads, all the pants, all the torsos with all the different colored hands.
I really hope those heads and those torso make it to pick a brick, so I can add some diversity to my layouts.
Yeah. Yes, they can breathe underwater, but there is a human in this movie as well who lives with them, so he might not be able to breathe underwater because he is human. Jeff was saying so.
And the guy in the sub is a human.
And all the different hair pieces as well. I said faces and bodies, but there's also hair, and then a couple extra parts that were added as well.
Look, Jeff, it's your hair.
My hair isn't here. Well, this is not the right color. I'm not orange. I am not. I do not have orange hair or face, for that record. That was a Trump reference. But anyways, okay, that's it for the news. Like I said, I'm expecting in the next couple of weeks there are going to be lots more sets to talk about. Things that Dave might actually. Someone sent me an email and then sent me another email saying, never mind. Someone sent me an email saying, did you ship my order? And then another email appeared on my screen saying, never mind, I found it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, before we get to the actual chat subject.
Here we go. Spreadsheet. It's spreadsheet time.
Yeah, I'm having some technical. There we go. So before I just do anything, I'm just going to copy and paste, just so we have a fresh one for next one. Chat 86. Control copy, shift insert.
November.
Actually, you know what? I should just do that here. There we go. All right, so we have Lego sets only. Not checked off, so we'll turn that on. 849. So we have gone up a few sets, which makes sense because we have added some new sets. 712 available now, so we've actually lost.
Holy moly, 712 Lego sets.
Yep. Out of stock.
Gone down. So.
Back ordered 48, which that's even higher too. Coming soon is down to 5, up to 5, I guess. And pre-order is 2. So let's just see what the coming soon and pre-order was.
Let's see what the numbers say.
So the Iron Man, Hulkbuster, the London postcard. I thought the London postcard was already out. Coming January 1st. The London postcard got delayed again. Oh no, that one was always January 1st.
Yeah.
And then the two sets that are available for pre-order for the new movie, and then the other 3 sets have been added as well. The Friends sets aren't in this list yet as well, so Lego hasn't actually added them in. So how much is this? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, $80. The
99.
cool sub. I mean, I like the look of it. So I mean, if you're into
Except for the
submarines,
open cockpits.
if you like submarines and want to rebuild it so that Dave approves, then there you go. So we are starting to see a decrease, 1% down. But out of stock has gone up 1%. Back order has gone up 1%. Coming soon has technically got up 1% too, if you want to say it that way.
Well,
So
we're coming up on Thanksgiving, the American Thanksgiving. So
yeah, it's a couple of
we're
weeks from
gonna
now. I think, right?
we're gonna see the numbers dropping.
Jump up again. And I will just talk about it really quickly because we've been a week and hopefully people have seen it now. There was no episode of Lego Masters tonight, but last week another American team got kicked out. So we are still running at we're now at 38% Canadian content on Lego Masters.
Woohoo!
3 teams
Go
still
Canucks.
there. Sunday will be the next episode, and
How about a Canadian version of Lego Masters?
we need it. I agree.
So Jeff,
I want to see Jeff.
participate.
No, I want to see.
I want to
Jeff
see
and
the
Dave.
Daves as a team,
No.
and your team can be called "These are the Daves I know."
That
I
would
know.
be funny though.
I'd be the first one eliminated. I can't build the way everybody else builds these days. I am 1970 old school build.
Hey,
the
I'm
team-
1970 old school build too. So
There you go. You can be called the old Daves I know. I think that'd be funny.
I want to see the David St. Cyr and the Jeff Van Winnen the show, or the Jeff and Janie show.
Wow, Jeff and Janie would be a great.
Yeah,
Jeff
originally
and
they'd
Janie
be
would
able
rock.
to me and Janie. Hopefully that could still happen if it happens, but we still have to apply and stuff and that. And Lego, I won't say Lego Masters doesn't necessarily there's not a lot of larger people on that show, if you've noticed as well.
Well, there was Boone.
Yeah, he's a tall guy, but he's not that rounded, well-rounded people, shall we
Well,
say?
I think they
Boone
actually
was
vet
kinda
people to
rounded.
be on the show, and they would look up my name and they'd type in their little Googles in the Lego office, and they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, Dave Kelly's, remember him? Oh, right, we had to send the legal department after him, so they're not going to put me on the show."
Well, and I mean, Lego Masters isn't run by the Lego company.
I
Obviously,
know, I'm kidding.
they do have tie-ins, and maybe they would do that. That's possible, I guess. Lego might have to vet the people first. Who knows?
Well,
actually, you know what? That's a good question.
I think they would at least for one season, they would get a lot of contestants because when the original idea was pitched for the US version,
Mhm.
I know that there were a few Kellogg members that were contacted by the research team of the US version saying, "Hey, we want you to apply for the show," and many denied because it was in the States, it was during COVID and
It was during COVID,
things like that. But and furthermore, we, especially members of Kellogg, we were approached by the French version of Lego Masters.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Because they
'Cause
wanted
you're
some
French-speaking.
francophones from outside France. So
Yep, that'd be kind of cool.
and then again, it was during COVID. We had to travel there. We had to pay all of our expenses to travel there.
Oh, they weren't gonna pay for that?
No, they weren't going to pay for the.
Oh, interesting.
So 8 weeks in France.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how?
Well, that'd be magnifique.
Yeah, but it would be magnifique and expensive.
Inexpensive. Yes, I agree. And I think Janie had actually been approached as well, and they were going to pair her up with someone else, and I think they were actually going to choose her for at one point, but then they realized they didn't have enough time to get the visa stuff done to get into the States, because you have to have a special visa to be able to work to be able to act in the States or work in the States.
Yeah.
So, one other note, because I've been I ordered a bunch of these guys.
What?
If you look at those, they're actually different prints.
Yeah, they don't line up.
Yeah, they are.
The top one is the current print, and when you put them side by side, which I was going to do, and then I drop them, obviously
You pulled the data.
they're opposite.
Aw.
So
It's
be
not
aware.
working.
That's
This one-
disappointing.
This one is available on Bricks and Pieces. This one's available currently. This one's the older style. So if you are ever building with these, be aware they are different. You
Buy
can still use them in
everywhere.
different spots.
Caveat emptor.
Hmm?
Emptor. Whatever.
Dave's trying to talk more French.
Latin, not French.
Latin.
Yeah, caveat
talked
emptor.
Latin
Buyer
anyway.
beware.
Okay. So on to our topic.
Woohoo!
Which is which I made a rhyme. What would you like to see in 2023?
Woohoo!
I was so proud of myself the moment I did that. But it was also 6 o'clock and I was rushing, and I'd already worked most of the day, so that was an accomplishment for me.
This is a professional show.
So, what new themes would you like to see? We've had rumor of a few themes as well that are coming out. What new themes? What types of things in current themes, new those type of things would you like to see in 23? Because we will be getting new sets. So new town sets. Is there anything you want in town?
I'm going to make a surprise statement here.
What?
But
hold on. Do I have a banner for like? I don't. I have this one though. Yeah. Okay.
I think
You think
Lego should definitely bring back a castle theme. I mean, and a Lego castle theme, not a Hogwarts theme, not a
I'm gonna hug you, Dave.
Nexo Knight theme. It should be a castle, a truly castle theme, because
something like that size, right? Modular that will fit that way.
Not really, but I mean, if you look at Lego ideas, if you look at all the
castle stuff
sets that are winning the different contests for gift with purchase, it's always about Lego castles. It's always about castle. There's always every time there's a Lego ideas review for at the end of each quarter. There's always a castle set that made it to 10,000 votes. So to me, that says, there's definitely a niche there. There's definitely a market for castle theme and castle sets. So
I think they
there
got
should be a castle theme,
so
and it should not be in the creator line like the space seems to be now. It should be in its own theme.
But Nexo Knights didn't do well.
What was that? Nexo Knights didn't do well?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a true castle theme. It was like
a modern Lego version of the castle theme.
Like Nexo Knights was also based on a TV show that required an app to actually fully.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm thinking when they released Space Police 3 and Galaxy Squad and whatever else came after that, those things didn't last on the shelves. And, Nexo Knights was there for a long time.
Yeah, but they also those themes also only went one season, 1 6-month period.
Oh yeah, right?
And I'm sorry, but the Galaxy Squad, that was the last truly space theme.
Yeah,
they kind of pick up some dust on the shelves of in the Toys R Us store actually. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, I found this in one of my bins, and I'm going to use the heads for classic space figures.
I know they can't do it because they're tied to Disney right now in Star Wars, but somebody mentioned it. I'm doing chatting via email. Somebody's mentioning the 1701-D that Mega Block came out with a few years back, and I didn't buy it, but I would love to see Lego do Star Trek. I mean, that would be like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they need the license, and I don't think they do it at the same time.
They're not going to do it. So. Not with Disney. Disney is their bread and butter right now, so they're not going to.
And I don't think Disney has it, or I don't think Lego has any deals with Paramount at the moment either.
No, nothing. But I've been thinking since 1999 when they had to cancel space themes because they were making Star Wars sets, and they finally started making space themes again because that expired. Star Wars sets, they always sell. I mean, they're just it's just printing money, as Dave says, for this company.
Yeah.
So they'll never ever pair with Paramount.
Yeah, and
that'd be awesome.
We've seen that even though Lego did make some space sets after they got the Star Wars license. It didn't
Yeah,
affect
well,
the Star Wars
license is
sales
like
at all.
bulky. They weren't allowed to produce one space, as far as I would remember. They were not. We talked about LugNet. They were not allowed to have a space theme at all for the first decade after getting the Star Wars license, and then after that expired, then you got Space Police 3, and as you say, Galaxy One. There's a couple more that were in there too that I don't remember.
There was Life on Mars. There
Life on Mars, but that showed up
Mars
a decade
Mission.
after. Because,
and they're competing against Star Wars as well, which doesn't help, right?
Well, they said that, but in reality, having a Lego space theme didn't affect the Star Wars sales at all, because you're not talking to the same people. They're not talking to the same market.
True.
I mean, Star Wars fans are Star Wars fans. I'm a Star Wars fan. I do buy Star Wars sets, and I used to buy all of them. Now I'm more picky because they're doing all these redos but I'm not buying less Star Wars sets because they made space sets.
Okay. To go back to your castle comment, I 100% would love to see castle. I would love to see what Jeff was also saying, mythical creatures, like let's get elves and trolls and things like that.
That'd be cool.
Jeff, sorry, goats hopefully as well, but I don't think they'll have monorail. But Axel was also saying, really, castles? Nah, those won't sell. Space is greater than castles. But Axel also mentioned it, and I was thinking it as well. There is talk of D&D sets that will come out. Probably, I think in early.
That'd be interesting.
There's actually one that's already announced. It's not. They didn't announce the set, but they are going to release a D&D set that's going to be based on an idea submitted.
And I think that was in 24 that was going to happen, not 23.
No, I think 23.
But
will they be going like with the advanced Dungeons and Dragons set or theme, or would they be going with the beginners?
I think they're tying it in with the movie release as well. That's one.
Oh, there's a movie. See, I'm so far out of the movie.
Which looks decent. But the other thing is, Lord of the Rings sets are coming out this year as well.
Oh, so that's a direct competition.
So that is going to compete with Castle. And last time, I think that's why Castle didn't happen for a while, because they had Lord of the Rings sets. So I would love to see Castle.
There's always an excuse. Sometimes they say, well, we have Lord of the Rings sets now, and we're not going to have Castle sets. And then they go, well, we have Harry Potter sets that we're not going to have a Castle set.
The franchise they should have got, what was that movie that came out 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they had those big cities on wheels and they were all attacking each other?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I forget what it's called, though.
Castles, like beating each other up. Wheels.
But that, that's more Nexo Knights, I would say.
Exactly. It was Nexo Knights.
Hobbits go away. We want castles. Yes. That's going to be another licensed price tag. Could use those characters and buildings to play D&D. I've never played either. I want to learn how to play D&D.
I did it back in high school. It was great, but that was over 30 years ago. So
I tried to learn with my kids during COVID and realized that I had to be the dungeon master, and I've never played D&D, so that doesn't work.
We had a group of us geeks in the library after school. We had an actually bona fide club, school sponsored club, played the Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go. Okay, back to topic.
No more.
Okay, so for space, I mean, Lego did do the space tie-ins this year with the City line, with the Artemis project, which
I enjoyed that.
When is the Artemis actually launching now, Dave?
I have no idea. I didn't play it.
I think it was pushed back to the end of November.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing too. Okay.
November 22nd and 23rd, I think, is the next window.
Gotcha. I don't know why my sister's trying to contact you, Dave, but Yvonne, he's married. Anyways.
Happily married.
Happily married, yes, for sure. Anyway. There's that. I don't know if they could expand on that. I don't know how well that series sold. And going back to the space sets, not necessarily selling well. The classic space set is being cleared out in the States and in some Walmart
in Canada. Some Walmart in Canada.
Of course, it's all the Walmarts that don't have any stock. But anyway.
Yeah, none of them have the stock. I checked. It was like so frustrating. And so somebody who got access to that website before me drove to all the Walmarts and picked them all up.
It's about his Lego Quattro. Gotcha. Okay. Do you want to see a new Transformer. Yes, I would love to see another Transformer in that line. I don't
I
know
would
if
love
we'll
to
get
see a
it.
Megatron.
A Megatron?
Or Radar.
Like
The
Megatron from the
Soundwave, I think.
original or
Soundwave.
Megatron from the movies? Because they can't make a gun. I mean, they can't make a.
I would say a Starscream would probably work better.
Starscream would be awesome because that was
Or
not
Soundwave. Soundwave would
Or
be cool.
Soundwave.
Soundwave'd be easy.
Yeah. Megatron would be the issue because of the gun, right? But
yeah.
So okay, so there's another theme we had heard coming out called Lego Dreams, which to me might have been something that might go into, like, my theory was a different theme every year that is a dream. So one year it could be a fantasy castle theme, one year it could be a space theme, and whatever, and you'd have these characters go into those dreams and dream something, like, you know, some kind of imaginary type thing. I have no idea what it's about, but that's my theory. We talked about the future modular coming out. Oh, dude, Jude is joining us. Hello, dude. Saying hi to everybody.
Hello, dude.
And Yvonne. Saying hi to Yvonne. So I don't know, like, it's like those are the, well, we've covered Minecraft, who knows? I'm assuming Minecraft will continue on. Star Wars will continue on. They're going to have sets for there was an Andor set, right? For Star Wars?
Yeah, there were a few Andor sets, actually.
I haven't seen it yet.
Star Wars.
Andor's really good. It's up to 9 episodes out of 17, so you still got a ways to go, but it's a good watch. I'm enjoying it. I'm
waiting for She-Hulk.
I'm wondering what's going to happen to the DC franchise.
Yes, so there was someone. Okay, so weird trail
because a lot of, first of all, there was a lot of movie projects that was either canceled or put on hold by Warner Brothers because they just want to clean house, I think, or they don't want to repeat the last mistakes they made about the DC movies. So
yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, I pulled something up on the screen and I'll pull it up in a second. But so as for DC, so I watch something on Cali Brick Click. They drop episodes every Friday where there's 3 of them, and they talk to another another person from our Lego universe of AFOLs. And they also do podcasts, so you can listen to it on Spotify and crap like that too. Cali Brick Click, CLIQUE, I think, however you spell click, as in my clique of friends. Anyways, and they were talking to a gentleman who was invited to Fan Media Days in Billund, where he was able to talk to some of the designers of sets and things. So he talked to the designer team. So that led me to his channel on YouTube, where he talked to the set designers for Star Wars, a designer and a graphic designer. And he also talked to, and I'm going to forget his name, the guy who got rid of Teal and then brought it back. I can't think of his name, a British dude who is well known in the Lego community, but his name escapes me. Mark Stafford. I don't know if you've heard of him before. I've actually met him years ago. So they interviewed with him, and he was talking about Marvel and DC stuff. And by his body language, you could tell there was, like, he basically said DC was not dead. They did have DC stuff in the pipeline, but there's issues because of what's going on. So they do have DC stuff in the pipeline that will come out eventually. And it might be tied to movie properties or not, but he seemed quite excited by his body language about what could be coming. It was one of those stay tuned, you won't.
Well, it all depends on what kind of movies or what movies DC Warner Brothers will be able to put out on in the DC line, because they did can Batwoman or Batgirl, like they
tanked that movie because of a write-off. They could write off.
Totally write-off, so they cannot show it
ever.
They not get ever. They cannot even release it on.
They
DVD.
did. They were permitted to show it to the people who worked on the movie, but then it got basically deleted.
What movie is that?
The Batgirl movie. There was going to be a Batgirl movie that was done production. They had basically finished it, and then because DC is going through a restructure with Discovery, Discovery bought DC, I think that's how it worked. Discovery bought Warner Brothers, which totally blows my mind. But anyways, and they decided they needed to do some restructuring, so they basically tanked that movie in order to get
It's basically a tax write-off.
Tax write-off. But part of that deal is if they ever bring that movie out, then they have to pay all that money back plus interest probably or whatever, right? Like it's $90 million write-off. So, and yeah, there is a whole DC comic universe to draw in, that's for sure. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see more DC stuff. I'd love to see continuing Marvel stuff with all the movies, like Marvel, Star Wars, like the Disney line of stuff. I mean, those are all, because of Disney Plus, those are all things that are basically evergreen. They're always going to have new things and remakes of other things to go on. I actually pulled this up quickly to just look at some of the sets, our themes. So we have architecture, whatever they bring it back out in architecture. Hopefully the other half of a pyramid. Maybe no. They have Batman, which we just talked about. Boost, which is still in existence, but Mindstorms is dead.
Are they still making Boost stuff?
They're still sending the main.
Oh, what's the new one called? Spike. So yeah, Boost is probably being discontinued as well. Brickheads. Anyway. Brick sketches. Okay, so City we talked about. I would love to see some more farm stuff for City, like tractors and things like that, because they did bring out a tractor in the junior set.
Yeah, but
they did the outdoors, the Rocky stuff this year, like the forest guys. So I think they should do farms next year.
The forest stuff, like?
Yeah, like a couple years back or last year they.
Oh yeah. I would love to see some more farm stuff. I would also love to see Zoo come out in City.
Zoo would be awesome.
Zoo would be awesome. I agree. So classic.
They should call you about that.
I made a good what?
You made a good zoo.
Oh, I made an okay zoo.
It was an awesome zoo.
It was a place to put animals.
I think you should call Ben.
Yeah, agreed. Actually, he's not here, which is interesting. He must be working. Yeah. So classic. Obviously, we have the 3-in-1 Viking ship that just came out. We've had the 3-in-1 castle. We've had the 3-in-1 space. Wait, have we had the 3-in-1 space?
Yeah, it's space shuttle.
The space shuttle. Yeah, okay, that's right. So I mean that. Oh well, that's the creator 3-in-1 stuff. So we've had creator stuff that they keep on bringing out in themes.
Yeah.
Is there another theme you want creator to visit next year for that type of scale set?
Well, I like that they're touching base on classic theme with the 3-in-1.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it that they brought out the classic space logo in like the rover, the 3-in-1 rover, the 3-in-1 space shuttle, the cyber drone. They did make a castle in the creator 3-in-1. They did the first castle that was brought out was in the creator line. So I like that they're mixing it up and still doing like the crocodile or the car or the whatever, but I like where they're going with the creator line.
Okay, so you've said that, and I started thinking as you were talking. I started thinking Egyptian. Let's get some Egyptian creator sets.
And the adventure sets. Those are
like bring back Johnny Thunder.
Yeah,
for creator, I would like to see an Egyptian tomb or something like that, like something that's actually
with Johnny Thunder.
No, but something that's actually set in Egyptian times, not a relic of something, or like or Greek type architecture. That type
of Archopolis, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to see a Johnny Thunder type of set.
Okay.
I want to see Time Traveler come back.
Johnny Thunder should come back, but not Time Twisters.
I want to see Little Timmy again.
Well, that's Time Twisters. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring him back.
Creator Modular, obviously we'll get one of those every year.
Oh, for sure.
DC, we've kind of talked about already. Disney, Evergreen, whatever movie's coming out, you just make sets for that. Mickey and Friends, again, Disney. Lightyear, unfortunately, I think is done, which sucks.
Yeah. Probably because they were selling the sets for 50% off this weekend on Toys R Us. So
yeah.
I should have gone and picked one up.
What was that, Dave?
I should have gone and picked another one up.
Yeah. So Dots is kind of a set that they'll obviously continue going with interesting things. more tiles. Although I would like to see dots.
It.
I'd like to see dots come out with more basic colored tiles. They're doing a lot of the pastellies.
Yeah.
Like as you can see by their
Bring
logo.
it, do what you did with Friends and bring it to more gender neutral
Sure.
colors.
Yep. I would also love to see like some black. I would like to see a grayscale dots. I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like do it like maybe some kind of photo thing you can build with just
Gray,
gray
even red.
Yeah, remember the mosaics back in the day?
There's not a lot. There's not a lot of red parts in the dots theme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring out some red, some true blue, some yellow, some even green or black, like you said, black or gray.
There's I think there's some deficiencies in the round tiles in some of those colors, and that's one of the reasons as well. Like there's some colors missing. Duplo, more Duplo train.
Woot.
Anyways, Friends, obviously they're doing a whole new reboot. We've already talked about that. Frozen, just let it go.
Don't forget the stipulations.
Like and subscribe.
I'm trying to get over to this, Yvonne. Sorry. Do they have sets depicting the 7 wonders of the world? Well, they've done architecture for one of the pyramids. They don't really have that.
They've done it for half the pyramid. So you have a half wonder of the world.
Yeah. I mean, like Niagara Falls. Oh, Wonder of the Worlds is not natural wonder of the worlds, right? That's like man-made wonder of the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've done. Is the Coliseum one of those?
I think so.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
So they've done that one as well. But yeah, I mean, it looks like they might be covering that off in some of the themes. Harry Potter. I don't know of any new movies in the work other than the Fantastic Beasts type stuff. Which
but the sets are selling well.
They're doing good stuff.
There's kind of a Star Wars vibe going on with the Harry Potter fans. That die-hard Harry Potter fans will buy out anything Harry Potter related.
So that being said, a couple of weeks ago, the Real Canadian Superstore in Canada, in Ontario here, was clearing out some of the Harry Potter books that they have, the books that open up in their play sets. So I grabbed 2 of them at like $29 a piece. So I thought, hey, that's a pretty good deal, regular $39. And then that led me to, there's 6 in total. And that led me to, maybe I should collect the other ones. I managed to get the other 2 more of them. I managed to get on sale. So I got those. I just paid $1 above retail from Amazon to get the one of the earliest sets, one of the fifth one. And now the 6th is my Golden Goose, which is the Herbology class, which was one of the first ones they released. And I'm guessing it comes with a character that's hard to get or something, or mandrakes or something, because it's Herbology. But that one is selling on Amazon and places for above $100 for a $40 set already. And it came out like last year. So now I'm like, why? A Niagara Falls set would be awesome with lights. I agree. And at BrickFet 2016, there was a Niagara Falls set designed by me. Anyway. Jeff has turned to the dark side. No, I like the design of those. It was more of a parts type thing. I like the tan bricks and stuff. And it was on sale, and that led me to want them all. Anyways, okay, ideas. Obviously, we've talked about last week. We have 11 ideas in the pipeline, so I don't think we need to go there, other than more castles and ideas. Jurassic World.
There would be less castle ideas if there would be a castle line, a decent castle line.
Agreed. Jurassic World. I've heard talk of 2 more movies possibly in the pipeline. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I did see that as an article as I was flipping through Google.
Well, even if there isn't any movies, there are always like shows or that are coming out. I mean, there was Camp Jurassic World, I think. Was that it? Was that the name?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The animated series. Yeah. There was the Lego Isla Nublar thing.
That
so that's that brought a whole bunch of sets too. So
yeah. Also, Jurassic Park is dinosaurs, and that's basically money for Lego.
yeah,
In fact, it's more money because now let's just make a dinosaur set. We'll stick a Jurassic Park logo on it. We'll give you a couple more dinosaurs that you haven't had yet, or kids love dinosaurs, and we'll be able to make a little bit extra money because we
I'll
like them.
we'll just bring out the T-Rex once more and
There you go.
ask you $50 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the X-Wing. How many times did they re-release the X-Wing?
Exactly. Lego art. This one I would love to see more of for sure. More of these mosaics, just because I think they're a great thing to have. Maybe like I really like the latest one that was in Target, which was the create your own like 9 little mosaics and then makes the classic space guy. I still haven't
Mhm.
bought that one because I'm waiting for it to go on sale. But I think these art ones are pretty cool and they're fun. They're fun to actually put together. It's enjoyable and it's one of those you can put them together and it doesn't really rack your brain.
And it's one of those sets that you can actually take, put it on your wall, and let it collect dust a little, and it's still gonna look great because
Yeah,
it's not like sitting on a shelf and doing nothing. It's art that you put on your wall. So
yeah, exactly. And they're easy to clean.
yeah,
And I was noticing though, because I'm starting to think about collecting some of the dot tiles, which going back to dots and stuff for what I want to work on, that some of them, like the Batman, the Iron Man, the Star Wars one, were actually 1x1 round plates. And now they're going to, so for the ones that aren't Lego, that aren't licensed, they seem to be tiles. Like Harry Potter is plates, but these ones in the picture here are tiles. The Mickey and Minnie were tiles as well. So I don't know if they've switched because tiles are easier to clean. So I'm assuming that's what it is versus
probably.
dusting plates.
Probably
Um,
they look better also because the finish must be a little more glossy than brick or plate kind of thing.
yeah, agreed. So Avatar, obviously, we've just talked about as well. James Cameron is working on, well, he's got 5 movies in total for Avatar, so that'll happen. Lego Education. These themes are always quite expensive, or this theme is always quite expensive because it's made towards schools, so they're usually $300-$400 for a bunch of sets thrown into a box.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but I mean,
Lego. Mhm.
as long as there's schools and there's after schools program and you're gonna
Yeah,
get Lego education. I mean,
yeah,
they're not losing any money out there. And
yeah. Just jumping back to chat for a minute. Next year, Arc 2 should come out. They can do Dino and gaming set. So I did ask Axel what Ark was, and he said Ark is a survival game on a gigantic island with dinosaurs. I'm like, okay, thank you, Axel, for that. And the botanical sets go over well here. Yeah, the botanical, the murals and the actual botanical flower sets, I love them. I've got most of them here too. I think there's only one I don't have. Lego icons, take my money now,
yeah,
also known as. Obviously, that'll continue on. Anything car based, I think there's an audience for that. Anything vehicle based, I guess, as well, because we have the Titanic. That thing sold out fairly well, from what I can tell.
anything that can be tied in with a movie also. I think.
Yeah, maybe an old school phone. That's not a phone, but like there's a lot of like the typewriter things like that. There's stuff that is taken off there.
You know what
Uh,
would be great? A
what
working lamp.
a working lamp? I think that'd be amazing. Yeah, because you can do LED bulbs, and they don't really generate any heat, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, it would have to come with a bulb, I guess, and
yeah,
like
but I
infrastructure. But
mean,
yeah, that'd be cool.
they've put a light in the latest lighthouse.
Well,
So
yeah, but that's one of the that's like a light thingy on one of like a battery
well,
operated light. But if you're building a lamp, I'd rather see it actually 12 volt or 24 or 120 volts. But that would be issues across the border or across the seas as well because you have different conversions. Anyway, something to look
or
at.
just put a LED lamp in it and
Yeah. Super Mario, please go minifigure. That's all I'll say. I'm not a huge
I think going minifigure for Mario would put a
so
boost on the whole theme and
yeah, I agree. So when this is dried up and they have nothing else they want to cover or the sales aren't doing well, which I figured it already happened, go minifigure. If you have to, do it as a collectible minifigure series. Um,
or
I
just redo all the sets that you did but with
minifigs too?
minifigures.
Yeah. I would probably pick up a collectible minifig series of Super Mario, even though I don't really have a fondness for it other than playing the games here and there.
And would you pick up the sets if they didn't come in?
Hi, Vaughn.
Have a good night, Yvonne. Good luck at work, and
If they didn't do a minifigure series, but they did all the figures in different sets, would you pick up the sets?
No.
Just to get the figures?
No. I would buy a collectible minifig series because that would be $5-6 a fig. I would do that, but I would not buy sets for the figures. I might buy a set if it came with a Mario or a Luigi or something like that, but I wouldn't go complete to get all the characters because I don't really care about the characters that much. I would like the main characters in a minifig version. And I think most people would, obviously. I mean, people that love Super Mario Brothers would want all of them, of course, and would buy all the sets, but yeah. Marvel, bread and butter for Lego, as long as Star Wars.
And it's a Disney property too. So.
Yeah. Fantastic Four building, maybe some X-Men in the future. Stuff like that.
Well, it all depends on the movies coming out.
Yeah, agreed. I'm just saying other ideas that are not necessarily movie based as of yet. Mindstorms is being retired, so we will pass on it. Minecraft. I don't know enough about Minecraft to wage opinions.
They're probably gonna do sets again because they're selling pretty well. They're not sitting on the shelves for that long.
Kids love them, and kids are always coming into Minecraft, and will always have they're like Star Wars. I would think that you can refresh them every few years, and people will buy them. Baxter building an X-Men mansion. Yes. Also, if we are talking about Marvel, modular Tony Stark's Avengers Tower, I would buy that. That would be the first one. I want to get Sanctum Sanctorum as well, but that one too. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is next after Black Panther 2, if I recall. Yep, I think that's right. Yep. And also just to add in James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and Suicide Squad on the DC side, he's just been signed to DC to be their Kevin Feige, if you haven't heard. So I think that'll be kind of interesting that they finally have someone that's that people trust to be in that role, I would say. All right, continuing down. Minifigures. Series 24. Don't know what it would be. We have heard rumors of, what was it this year? There was a rumor of a fig series this coming year, and I forget what it was.
Well,
Disney 100th anniversary.
And there was a rumor about a Star Wars minifigure series.
Yeah, and there's always
like the Marvel set that
and
they did.
There's always hope for another Marvel one as well. So.
I would love to see a Star Wars minifigure series. That would be awesome. But I don't think it's gonna happen because of Hasbro and the license thing.
And more Muppets would be awesome too. We'll have to see what happens with that. Obviously, but Minions has been retired. Yeah, sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
But I think the Marvel has a better chance of coming back because they did pretty good. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Monkey Kid is still a TV show that's going, and they're always having new sets. I haven't watched it enough. I've watched the first episode. I've watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. I rewatched the first episode because Monkey Kid, the sets didn't really match up to the actual. One of my friends is saying that the sets didn't match up to the actual Chinese lore of the Monkey King. So I rewatched the original episode, and it's kind of the future, like after the Chinese lore, the Monkey King is done, which they talk about in the first part of the show, and then a kid gets involved and discovers the things from the Chinese lore, and that kicks off this series. So the sets are pretty cool looking. I'd like to see more for them. And they're also got the Monkey Kids also got the big set, the vehicle set with the little monorail train track thingy going around. Not a monorail, but the roller coaster track thing. City of Lanterns, I think it's called.
Yeah, City of Lanterns.
So an expansion to that would be kind of fun too, because they did make it so it could be expanded.
But personally, I would, if they're gonna continue with Monkey Kid, I think they should probably get it on TV or on a streaming platform of some kind, and not just
like a popular
it's
streaming
pretty
platform.
hard to see and to to watch. So
yeah, for a North American audience. In Asia, it's fairly popular there too. So
yeah, but for North America, you
yeah,
need a streaming platform or a TV show
yeah,
that's going to air it
yeah.
because
I'm not sure if Axel, if you can tell us if Europe, if you can easily watch Monkey Kid episodes there, that'd be interesting to know. So Ninjago, I think there was talk of a reboot of the Ninjago movie or Ninjago show as well. And I
see
don't know.
that's where if you compare Ninjago to Monkey Kid,
Yeah,
Ninjago at least here in North America, it's
mhm.
fairly easy to
Yeah, it
see.
is.
You
It
you
is.
you just have to tune in into one of the
And
kids channel on TV and you see a Ninjago episode.
I think it's 15 seasons now of Ninjago as
Yeah,
well. So it's got oh, I wouldn't want to know where to watch Monkey Kid. Okay, that's cool. Just thought I'd check. So yeah, oh, I'm on the wrong screen here. Okay, next up, power functions, please. Give us more power functions. You can never go wrong with that. Powered up, which is motorized, similar power functions. So
well,
keep that.
make them compatible
Yeah, well, this is true too.
because
Uh,
Lego is great at making all of their system compatible except for their electronics.
yeah, true enough. Well, because they change them over the years, right, and stuff. I mean, power function still works with 9-volt though, so there is that. Like that
Yeah,
piece
but
will connect to an original 9-volt wire, but the newer stuff I don't think does.
yeah,
So Speed Champions, I passed Serious Play because that's more of a
yeah,
retail,
and
like
there's
larger
an
scale thing.
adult thing.
Speed Champions, I love these sets. I love the cars. I know there's talk of another Fast and Furious car in the future, and obviously when new cars are introduced, they usually do a Speed Champion set for it. Uh,
And they're selling pretty well. You
yeah,
don't see them on sale, and
yep,
whenever they go on sale, they go
they're
pretty
gone.
fast. So
Yeah,
they
yeah. And I just finished this wave because I bought Dom's charger to just get above the limit for the VIP poly bag for this month. So those VIP poly bags are brilliant because spend $65. It's like, oh well, I've got $40 in pick a brick parts or bricks and pieces. I can
well,
spend another 25 easily enough, and then it's like, oh, I just spent $70 now.
mm,
Anyway, Spider-Man, yes please, especially the latest movie. Give us some sets from Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man No Way Home, Far From Home,
no way home,
Home Away from Home.
no
Anyway,
way home.
No Way Home, yeah. With all 3 Spider-Men in it, I think that'd be fun. Star Wars, like we said, we've already talked about Star Wars enough times. Stranger Things, I didn't watch the show much yet. It's on my list. But so I don't know if that's a continuing theme. I mean, they're done now, right? Season 5 aired, and the show is done, I believe.
Yeah, I think the show's done.
I think so
So
too. Technic, any input from Technic?
it's evergreen. It's an
It's
evergreen show.
evergreen.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should make more helicopters for Dave in City too. that look, I wish we had you on full screen. Can we do that again? I'll put you on full screen just to see that. Video is possibly making a return. There has been some rumors of dinosaur type video character pieces that have been found
Yeah,
in
but
the world.
these rumors haven't been confirmed
No,
or
they haven't been confirmed, and it could also be part of that
I
green
think
stuff.
they've been actually denied. There was like no, it's not an official set, and
Yeah.
so I don't think it's coming back. I think it's dead.
Oh, Axel saying more non-vehicle Technic, please. What type of
I mean,
non-vehicle Technic do you
if
mean?
they could, if Lego had the guts and the courage to put a pin in Mindstorm, I don't think they're gonna go ahead with video since it
Yeah,
didn't work all that well.
yeah, yeah. Maybe avoid the interactive app type Lego sets. Anyways,
I
extra.
did. Oh, I did mention
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was planning on talking about the mission sets because I played with my mission sets. I had 3 mission sets, 3 space mission sets,
Okay.
and I played with my 2 youngest sons this weekend,
Yeah.
and we had a lot of fun. My 11-year-old liked it enough that he said, "Well, if you get can you get more mission sets, Dad? So,
Cool.
and well,
Awesome.
I'm not gonna pay $50 for another mission set, but
Yeah,
if they go
fair
on
enough.
sale,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
probably
I'm
gonna grab another one. And
yeah.
the app actually works pretty well
Oh, well,
because
there you go.
you actually have instructions to build the main part of the ship, and then you just have storytelling, and they give you ideas of what you, and you have a bunch of extra parts that, and you just add on to that base. So
Okay.
it's, and the only downside that I found was
Mhm.
that the instructions were a little too much simplified. I mean, it's one piece at a time.
Oh, it's
They
like the
show you the
junior.
piece, then you have to click next, then they show you where the piece
Oh, okay.
goes,
All right.
and then you have to click next, they show you the next piece.
So
So
kind of
it's
four
a,
plus-ish. Yeah.
it's a bit tedious to go through
Yeah.
the instructions, but after that, the videos are pretty good. Obviously, I watched the French version, and the translation was perfect.
Okay.
The and the whole story hangs well together, and it's really engaging for kids. So, and honest of God truth, we ended up with three very different ships,
Cool.
but with the same basic parts that we had in all of our
Okay.
sets. So
Cool. That's interesting. Last up there was extra. I took the screen away, which is just the little poly bags with extra
yeah.
bits, kind of similar to the VIP program. I love those. I think they're great little additions. Good way to throw an extra
So
five
yeah, I think
in your cart.
going interactive with the mission set, I think Lego hit
They
the
finally
nail
got
on
it
the
right.
head with that one.
All right, cool. I was just gonna quickly Google the missions or pull up the mission sets.
And the app works well too, because you can actually the app doesn't just have the mission sets in it. You can actually say go to different teams, say I have this set, and you actually have the PDF instructions for most of the recent sets.
Okay.
I think it goes back to 2011. I think for some for some teams. So
Cool. So there's the 3 mission sets. Again,
so yeah, the boat that you see there is basically the basic
instructions, right?
instruction, yeah, and all the pieces that you add on later on during the storytelling. They
Yeah.
like in this space mission, they say, well, now you're in space. The spaceship is a little unstable. Just add on some wings,
Yeah. Okay.
or
Very good.
add some propulsions, or add
Yeah.
some. And there's asteroids. Add some weapons so you can either shoot down the asteroids or add some propulsion so you can maneuver around the asteroids. So
Okay. Did these builds as well? Like obviously this isn't the space one, but let's go to the space one because that's the one you've experienced.
yeah,
Were there instructions for these small meteor
yeah.
or pieces too?
There was instructions. There were instructions. All
For
you
this
can see above. There are instructions for that,
Okay.
and that's the basic spaceship that you build
Yeah. Okay.
right off the bat.
Cool.
And all the extra parts, you just add them on as you
Cool.
go along with the
All
story.
right. So Dave gives it a thumbs up. A few minutes ago, I
don't think it's worth $50.
Fair enough.
I think they could have priced it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it would be a much better price point would be $39.99 for it,
Yeah.
Canadian. But
Yeah.
overall, it's a great experience.
Cool.
And the app is really cool too.
So, and earlier Axel said more Technic, please, non-vehicle Technic. So I did ask him which ones, and he suggested industrial robot arms, a washing installation, or even a model of a petrol engine. Be kind of cool. And I think Jeff is talking about Mega Blocks here. It has nice medium-sized poly bags with really cool parts. I'm thinking of underwater animals and forest type themes. Architectural bags of windows, doors, varieties. Yeah, I would love to see Lego come back with the architectural, like here's the window pack, Here's the window and door pack, like things like that for sure.
Like a
Yeah,
system
packs of specialized parts.
The service,
like a system of play again when they used to have that.
Yeah. I actually was going through my bin of poly bags because for Halloween I had a kid last year that was like, I can't eat candy, and I felt like I felt bad because I'm like, well, I don't have anything for you. So this year I went through all my poly bags and grabbed some of my duplicates out, and I had them sitting ready just in case that kid came back. 10 kids, he didn't. But I also did find a service pack that I think I bought at Michael's store or Lasting Toys a few years back. That was a classic space poly bag that came with the trans yellow inverted windscreen or trans yellow inverted window in it and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, I forgot about this. I never opened it. I kept it in the bag because I thought that was fun.
Whoops.
So anyway, anything else you want to add for things you'd like to see in 23? No? Well, now we have a baseline. I didn't write it down, but now we can go in the next couple of weeks and we can be like, yeah, it's what we asked for.
Castle theme.
Castle. I like Dave. I'm beginning to like you more and more each day. And I already liked you a lot because, you're Dave. Both Daves, actually. It just this Dave I'm liking more and more each day. Countess, I like you too, but I've got to get through all your videos as well sometimes. So. Anyways,
I just watched the one with the tangent for the gatekeeping. I'm up to that one.
Oh yeah, there's one of them I did. Yeah, that one I actually put on the back burner because that was the hour and 15 minutes.
For 14 or hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch it at 2 times the speed because I didn't understand anything. Dave was actually talking too fast for that one. So.
Doctor Who. Do not trash my Doctor Who.
Oh, were you talking about Doctor Who in that one a lot?
Yeah, that's what.
All right, so I won't follow it because I don't follow Doctor Who. Doctor Who, I think is kind
of. Doctor Who is actually just an excuse to talk about gatekeeping, and Dave actually makes a pretty good point in his video.
Okay, well, I will watch it. I like how he said he actually makes a good point.
I don't make any points in my videos.
Anyway, we're gonna call it a night because we're now at a few minutes. We're at an hour and 56, and we've had like 80.
I'm gonna mention that this is longer than any YouTube video I put up.
Yes, but this is more than 3 hours. This is true. And Dave,
yeah, but if you split it in 3, we're doing like 45 minutes each.
True. And hypothetically, when we're done this, or probably when we're done this, Dave's probably going to make a YouTube video.
I'm going to go to bed.
Because he did that last
I uploaded one while we were on the show.
Well, there you go. When is that one dropping, Dave?
2 days from now.
2 days now. All right.
I don't want to, I used to just top them as soon as I made them, but now I've scheduled it. So one per day.
And I will do a video for what's in this bag. Probably tomorrow or something, and I'll drop it most likely on the weekend, I guess, because maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll see. That's my goal. I don't know how close I'll get to that. But anyways, everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you, Daves, for being here. I love you guys. Debbie. I'm glad to be able to stream with you. It's fun. I look forward to it every Wednesday, even if I forget that I have to make the stream until 6 p.m. at night.
It was good.
Anyway, thank you, everybody. I'm hitting the button, so thank you.
Legal Fanatics.